The deep ocean, where darkness prevails and pressure is terrifying, is a mysterious world that humans have always wanted to explore. At a depth of 2,000 meters below the ocean, you will encounter monstrous giant creatures whose size is far beyond what you have ever imagined. But why do deep-sea creatures evolve into giants in such a harsh environment? Are they struggling to survive in the endless darkness? Or is there a deeper reason behind this strange evolution? Scientists have said that we know more about the universe than we know about the oceans. According to the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, about 71% of the Earth is covered in water. But so far, we have only explored 5% of the ocean. The remaining 95% is still a mystery to humanity. The question is, how deep is the ocean? And how many mysteries are still hidden beneath its dark waters? The ocean is divided into 5 layers by scientists. The first layer is the epipelagic belt, located 200 meters below the surface. As the name implies, it is a water area where sunlight can penetrate. In this way, sunlight needed for photosynthesis can be provided to various types of phytoplankton. Therefore, marine animals and plants are also most abundant in this layer. If you dive in this epipelagic belt, you can see a dreamlike, magnificent, and vibrant ocean world. Continue moving down. The further down you go, the less light there is. When you reach a depth of 200 meters below water to 1,000 meters, you will reach the boundary between the light zone and the mesopelagic zone. The second layer is the mesopelagic zone, also known as the twilight zone. It is dim, but not completely dark because there is still a little light. At this depth, oarfish have been found. In 1996, a 7-meter-long oarfish was caught in California, USA, surprising scientists with its terrible length. Oarfish are also known as sea demon king or dragon palace messenger. At a depth of 500 meters under the sea, scientists discovered that this is the habitat of giant spider crabs with a lifespan of up to 100 years. In addition, this is the habitat of blue whales. Blue whales can be up to 33 meters long and weigh more than 180 tons. This is the largest mammal on Earth. At a depth of 600 meters in the waters of Australia and Tasmania, people can still see a very special fish, the blobfish. Its entire body is like a gelatinous mass of flesh that moves in the deep sea. When you go 900 meters below the sea, you can see the giant squid and sperm whales. The giant squid is the longest invertebrate in the world. It can grow to about 13 meters long. At a depth of less than 1,000 meters of the ocean, there exist giants of terrifying size. We all know that African elephants are the largest land animals, reaching up to 4 meters in height. But African elephants are also overshadowed by the largest marine animals in the ocean, such as the blue whale. A giant of the ocean, the blue whale is not only the largest animal on Earth, but also one of the most amazing wonders of the natural world. With a length of up to 30 meters and a weight of up to 200 tons, equivalent to 33 elephants combined, the blue whale impresses with its greatness and mysterious beauty. They swim silently through the vast ocean, creating a deep sound that can echo hundreds of miles underwater. But despite being a giant of the sea, the blue whale only eats the smallest creatures, krill. The blue whale can dive 2,000 meters below the sea floor. The most prominent giant creature in the deep sea is the giant squid, Architeuthis dux. Even scientists are surprised by its enormous size and mystery. This is one of the largest squid species in nature and has attracted the attention of both science and the media. Giant squid can grow up to 12 to 14 meters long, and some special individuals can reach 20 meters, with a round body and tentacles many times longer than the body. Giant squid have a soft body and are able to change color and glow thanks to pigment-containing cells called photophores. Giant squid live at depths of 200 to 1,000 meters below the sea surface, mainly in the cold waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. This means they live in dark and cold environments where there is little sunlight. Just imagine if you faced this giant squid, you would definitely be extremely scared. Under the deep and cold waters of the ocean, there exists a strange giant creature called the giant spider crab, also known as the Japanese spider crab, with the scientific name Macrocara kempferi. This is the largest crab species in the world, with impressively long legs, making them look like silent giants on the ocean floor. Giant spider crabs can reach a leg span of up to 4 meters from head to head, while their bodies are only about 40 centimeters in diameter. They have a pair of large and powerful claws, not only for self-defense but also for hunting. The crab's outer shell is covered with hard armor, helping them withstand enemies and the harsh environment under the sea. Giant spider crabs often live in the deep seas around Japan, especially in the Pacific Ocean near the Honshu archipelago. They live at depths of 150 to 300 meters below sea level, where the temperature is cold and the water pressure is very high. The giant spider crab has an incredible lifespan, reaching up to 100 years in good conditions. This is a testament to their amazing ability to adapt and survive. The giant spider crab is a fascinating symbol of deep-sea ecosystems, living proof of the wonders that the ocean still holds. Next, let's meet the oldest shark on the planet. The Greenland shark, also known as the Arctic shark, with the scientific name Somniosus microcephalus. The Greenland shark is one of the largest sharks, reaching a length of 6 to 7.3 meters and a weight of more than 1,000 kilograms. They have a large, plump body with thick, rough skin. Their notable feature is their eyes, which are often attached to the parasite Omatocoida elongata, limiting the vision of the Greenland shark. Despite being blind, the Greenland shark is known as one of the longest living animals on Earth. They can live for more than 400 years, and the oldest individual ever recorded was nearly 500 years old. This shark lives in very cold waters, with temperatures usually ranging from -1 degree Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius. Adapted to the icy environments of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, they can dive as deep as 2,200 meters below the surface. Although they have been known for a long time, the Greenland shark remains a species shrouded in mystery. The question is why there are such monstrous creatures in the deep sea. After many years of research, scientists finally have the answer, and the answer makes us even more amazed about the deep mysteries of the ocean. On January 23, 1960, for the first time, oceanographer Jack Pickard and U.S. Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh dived 10,991 meters in the world's deepest ocean trench, Mariana Trench, in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, for 4 hours and 47 minutes with the Trieste spy submarine. As a result, they discovered a completely new world. He said, "The seabed is quite bright, clean, and a wilderness, with only algae and sand. The creatures below are completely different, when they possess a much larger size than the marine creatures in the upper water layer. If you think that the large sea pressure will make the creatures small and unable to grow to adapt, you are wrong. The reason is that sea pressure is not a problem for deep-sea creatures, because their bodies are made almost entirely of water. The water ratio in these creatures is higher than 70% of the body." Since that day, scientists have paid more attention to researching the ocean floor. It is clear that species living at great depths tend to grow larger, but the factors that drive this phenomenon are not well understood. The first factor is low temperature and slow metabolism. At depths of thousands of meters below the surface, temperatures are extremely cold, often only around 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. This causes deep-sea creatures to have very slow metabolic rates. When metabolic rates are reduced, creatures can live longer and conserve energy. This allows them to gradually grow to larger sizes than species in shallow water, where metabolic rates are higher. The second factor is due to the extreme pressure. The water pressure in the deep sea is very high, possibly hundreds of times greater than atmospheric pressure at the surface. Deep-sea creatures must have specialized body structures, such as lipid-rich cytoplasm and strong mechanical systems, to withstand the tremendous pressures of the deep sea without being damaged. The large, rigid bodies of many species give them greater stability in high-pressure environments where soft, small structures can be deformed or damaged. The third factor is the low-light environment, also known as the aphotic zone. At depths of 2,000 meters or less, sunlight cannot penetrate. This means that species cannot use vision to locate and hunt prey. Large size may enhance the ability of creatures to detect prey by sensing vibrations or electrical pulses in the water. Many deep-sea creatures have evolved bioluminescence to attract prey or communicate in the dark. For example, glowing squid can use light to stun predators or lure prey closer. Anglerfish have a glowing lantern on their heads that helps them hunt in the darkness of the ocean. The fourth factor is due to scarce food resources. In deep water, creatures face many challenges in their quest for survival. Their main food source is dead organisms or organic debris that falls from the water layers above. Larger creatures have the ability to store more energy, allowing them to survive longer periods between hunts or meals. Their large bodies also help them travel more efficiently over long distances in search of food. Many giants, such as the giant crustaceans Isopoda, have hard shells and slow digestion to make the most of limited nutrients. They also tend not to need to move around much to conserve and save energy. The fifth factor is competition and reproductive strategy. At great depths, the number of competing species is lower than in shallow waters. Therefore, organisms can thrive without great pressure from competitors for space and food. Large size also helps organisms occupy and defend territories or resources in their living areas. Giant deep-sea creatures typically lay larger and fewer eggs, but the eggs are better protected and have a higher growth potential. This helps ensure the survival of the next generation in harsh environments. The large size of the mother's body can provide more nutrients for the eggs. The gigantism of deep-sea creatures is the result of complex evolutionary processes driven by immense pressure, lack of light, extremely low temperatures, and scarce food sources. These adaptations not only help them survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet, but also offer valuable lessons about the resilience and diversity of life. Through the video, you have a better understanding of why deep-sea creatures evolved into giants. If you find the video interesting, remember to like and subscribe to the channel to see the most impressive and interesting information. See you in the next videos.